Hello, friends. Welcome to Errbeolaus, Tales of the Deep, presented by Feast or Famine Studio. We hope you enjoy our homebrewed campaign about those who dwell beneath the waves, and that it inspires you to tell your own stories around tables with friends. I'm your Tides Mistress, here to provide the horizontal and the vertical, and hopefully keep everyone on track, despite our occasional distractions and rabbit holes. And if you want more information about our table, you can check the link in the description or stick around to the end. But for now, it is our pleasure to invite you to sit at the table with us and enjoy the story. Last we left off, you guys attended a massive festival. The Concordant is a place for the multitude races of the ocean to meet and learn from each other and trade and dance and sing and do a whole bunch of other stuff. You guys met for a number of reasons, but the main one being that there is a way for many of you to reach your personal goals, and that was by joining a pod. The pods being the structure of sort of a loose honor system of, hey, we band together, we help communities, we get paid to do it to kind of help support ourselves. And by doing this, everyone grows stronger and brighter. For in the world that you live in, those who choose to go it alone very frequently don't go very far for very long. Having joined the pod, you found out that you needed more than just the 2 or 3 people that you were initially traveling with and decided to band 2 groups together. Some of you were more enthusiastic about this than others, but for the moment, everyone seems to be more or less simpatico, and you all have chosen the place that you are going to start. However, that place is not exactly close, and it's going to be some time for you to travel to your new home, stomping ground, the place that you're going to travel around and help people for certain. The Mornacor Depths are known for a lot of things, but in this case, the biggest thing that they're known for is that it's sort of a farm-like settled region. The interesting thing is that in a place where you can literally move in any direction at any time, as long as you are not stopped by a solid object such as stone or stand, things like property kind of don't have the same meaning that they do for the dry breathers above. So it's more about what you can husband or care for versus what you own. And so what you own for a season may change, and could also be dependent on how much help you have, and also just the tides of fate. Wixaw provides, Wixaw takes, and sometimes what Wixaw takes is you to provide for someone else. It is what it is. You guys are heading to a place that is settled and has a lot of sort of the farmland of the ocean, but they are generally smaller farms. You aren't going to see massive rolling wheat fields. You're going to see smaller settlements, sometimes with pretty wide stretches of unclaimed and untamed wilderness in between. But before you can get there to see it at all, you got to make the trip. I believe it's supposed to take you about 2 months to get there. Is that what I said?
Yes.
That's an excellent question. 2 months? All right. That makes sense, because in my brain I'm going, they're going to roll 4 times. Okay. So, when you guys begin your journey, you are mainly supported by the pods, which means you're making this journey much faster than you would be if you were traveling on your own. It's still going to take you 2 months to cover this distance, but you have the benefit of large stretches of this. You're either accompanied by other people, traveling in a caravan of some kind, at least once you're in another mobile community of some kind, traveling through a current. And so for those portions of your travel, you don't need to worry about anything. Your needs are provided for, you are safe, other people are keeping watch. And you're traveling in a time and a place where the odds of something going wrong are so low that they're essentially negligible. It's the few times where you have to leave the group that you're traveling with and make your way to the next group that could get a little dicey. However, in this first case, you are traveling with a caravan. This caravan that you're traveling with, they are not a mobile community in terms of they travel on the currents, but they do sort of bring their homes with them. You could probably compare them to, say, the traveling people. In this case, they have utilized these large primal sea turtles that they have bonded with and have sort of built shelters upon their backs, kind of like sea caravans. And so because the turtles are able to swim much further than them, and in some cases much faster than them over the course of the day, you are able to travel the whole day. And then there's times where everyone takes turns swimming as well to give the creatures a rest and to sort of take shifts with everything. You're going to be with them for about 8 days. During that time, is there anything anyone would like to accomplish before we move on to your first solo travel moment?
I will take a second to pull Tressa aside and just be like, the last time that we spoke, you had a moment where you were looking at me and wondering if I would be okay. Enjoy whatever you want to enjoy. I am not here to tell you no or to keep you from doing whatever you want to do. I don't necessarily understand it, but by all means.
Thank you, dearest. I value your opinion. That's important to me, so I appreciate that, really.
Yes, of course.
And I promise not to push you in any direction that you are not comfortable with.
Even if you did, I think you would find I am very stout.
I have no doubt at all.
That was the only thing I wanted to clear up. That it was like there's like 2 things. One was where do I want to go? That's already decided. We're moving on. But that was the other one.
Okay.
I did want to ask, Mills, was there anything I noticed you weren't particularly interested in the Shining Depths? Is there anything you wanted to talk about?
No, it is not a problem. I am sure that it is a lovely place and that we will be absolutely fine.
We're not going there. I did try to just steer people away, but no pressure. You know, I'm here if you need me.
Gracias.
De nada.
You are learning.
I just want to point out that the day that we left the Concordant, that when you saw Tatrin that morning, he had slightly different. He looked a little bit different. He now has a sword that he carries at his belt, and is wearing essentially the equivalent of studded leather armor, whatever that equivalent is here. Seaweed, whatever. So he looks a little bit different than the first time you saw him. But he also has a book, a quote-unquote book, that hangs from his belt as well.
Books are potentially more rare than bows down here. So
So that is saying something.
for visual, that's the difference that y'all would notice.
anything else? All right.
Oh, I need a roll for goldfish.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Roll for goldfish.
10. Woo! Day 1.
First, are you sharing your bounty?
I don't know that I'm sharing yet.
Okay.
I need to build up a supply.
So I'd like to cast a spell at it. I'm just kidding.
Day 1. You don't even see me do it.
All right. Well, at the end of your time with this group, they are appreciative that I'm assuming you all were good guests and didn't get into any trouble, and that you parted ways on friendly terms.
Of course.
Now is for your first decision as a group in traveling. You have the option to travel straight through the water or go down and follow along the bottom. It would only be maybe an extra hour or two of travel each time to go up and down in terms of where you are in the depth of the ocean, because you're still in the bright waters, so it's really not far. And you are in the bright waters, so in terms of usual danger, safe for a value of, yeah, but there are occasionally also really large predators and you're super easy to see out in the middle of the ocean. Pros and cons for y'all to consider. Yes, it will take a little bit more time to go down and travel along the path. And traveling along the path is not a promise of safety. There are a lot of smaller creatures that like to hunt along the path. Bigger creatures tend to have wide ranges. You tend to see one only occasionally. When you see them, they will probably be faster than you. They will probably be a lot to handle for you all at your current ability level. But it would be faster. And you can always play the odds. What do you want to do?
Well, I don't know about you, gentlemen, and child, could be, but
Oh,
we
child.
did have a bit more luck with the cover occasionally provided by the ocean floor than in our travels than sort of freewheeling elsewhere.
Mila unconsciously goes to her shoulder, oh yes, it was. Oh, it'd be rough.
We really didn't have, and the only real issue we ran into, we kind of sought out ourselves. So we didn't really run in. We were also in a very, very large caravan for a long time. But going down is perfectly reasonable. I think it's a good idea. So I'm fine with that.
So you guys head on down to the path.
I don't know.
Then, Tatalik, is that all right with you? The floor?
All right with me.
It sounds like so. Let's go.
All right.
That was a rhyme. Well, that went French. I don't know where that happened.
Sacre bleu.
Those ones like to wander.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is.
So, just for us in this, how do you want us to go about doing this? Are you going to move us grouped?
So you're not moving on the map yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that you're still, you can move around on the platform, but you stay on the platform. This is just if you get into a combat scenario, I want you there so I can go set it up at the other end, and then we can travel across, and then I'll set up at the other end, and we'll do that. And eventually there'll be multiple maps for you to travel across and do that on, but...
Perfect. Okay.
Also, I had almost another whole map built for y'all, and then it
got swallowed whole.
the whole thing gone.
Down into the
I
base.
was a little upset by that.
All right.
It was a lot.
The floor it is.
All right, so nominate someone to roll a d20.
I nominate me.
Okay.
Oh, Lord. So it begins.
Evens or odds?
Odds.
Okay, roll. All right,
I definitely need to get a second monitor.
makes life a lot easier.
I need to get a third.
Guys.
I need to get a fourth.
Yeah, I need a third one.
Fourth monitor for some reason is where the connections start getting mad. Anyway, you guys head down to the floor, and where you're traveling through, it's not like you have some dips and curves. There's definitely like following the lay of the land a little bit, if you will, but you can see quite a fair distance. It's a beautiful day. Those of you who are experienced in traveling distances by yourself are able to gather food to kind of add a little bit to your supplies. This is nothing that I'm going to make you like roll for unless you want to look for something specific. But you have a quiet day's travel. Everything seems to be going well. You do have to travel one more day before you meet up with your next group. And is there anything that happens that evening as you all set up? In fact, where do you set up camp?
Ideally, a secluded little cove formation.
Whoever would like to give me a perception check to see what you find.
Am I at disadvantage, or have we been up here long enough for my eyes to adjust?
You've been in, you actually came out of the Gloom Waters, is where the festival was. So I would say you're still suffering a little bit, but, good thing you got some friends.
Yep.
The funny thing
Are you
is,
better than my friends?
the funny thing is, Tressa, despite the fact that you are like still kind of half squinting sometimes when you're trying to see, and you're like, this light is just, I can't.
It's too much.
Zen and Satali both completely scan right over a perfectly good cave. And perfect even in the size of, you know, some caves you go in and you're like, that looks good, but it goes really deep, and I'm a little concerned that there might be something back there. This is like just deep enough that it would shelter all of you and keep you hidden from view. But you get in and you can very easily see the back. There's nothing hidden in here. Take your moment.
Yeah, over here,
Oh,
everyone.
that looks wonderful.
Good catch.
Ah, perfecto.
You all settle in for the evening. What do you think it looks like this first evening as you all settle into camp? Are there any habits or rituals that anyone would have in bedding down away from a structured shelter?
Batali would be like a puppy and would like circle around a couple times before plopping down with his tail wrapped around him.
I don't have like a proficiency for this, but I just feel like given the way that she was raised, I feel like Leela would try and put up some sort of like trap at the entrance to
Okay.
the. So what does that look like?
What kind of a trap are you thinking?
I'm trying. I mean, obviously, all the ones that immediately came to mind are very much land ones.
So are you thinking like, oh, here's a net that I've placed
Right. That's kind
that's
of what I
sort
was
of
thinking.
set off to the side, hidden, and if someone tried to enter and tripped
I
this
was thinking like
unseen
maybe a
watch,
drop down from the ceiling of it. Like weighted.
possibly, yeah, sure. That, especially if it's inside the mouth of the cave.
Right.
Oh yeah, perfect. Absolutely. That could absolutely happen.
And just in front of that, like before someone would hit that, Zen would set up some transparent line in like a crisscross fashion that led into the cave, attached to some shells that would like move if somebody hits the transparent line.
I'd like both of you to make survival checks.
You have Mila has a moment of clarity as she looks at things, and you have guidance.
Well, thank the Lord for that. I'm gonna get out my tablet and roll from there.
So that's a
Wow.
19
Yeah,
total.
but I can't
15,
find. Okay, there it is. Sorry.
15 on
No.
the die for Zen,
All right,
Yeah.
there we go.
and a 9 with guidance, which you rolled a 4 on.
It
Very
is
nice.
not.
For Mila.
Survival is not my strong suit.
No, but that's still.
Maybe could we work on proficiency with traps? Could that be a thing that I start to
Yeah,
work on?
absolutely.
Did
You're
Mila
gonna have-
accidentally trigger it and trap Zen in the net?
Yeah, absolutely. You all are kind of like, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You're talking out your plan. And it's like, okay, well, I'm going to go start sitting at this part and you're going to go and do this. And so Zen,
Lo
you
siento.
get your shells set, your lines strung. And you're like, okay, all I have to do is connect the dots. So you're kind of in that middle section and Mila's working overhead. And all of a sudden, Mila, what would you say as things go horribly wrong?
Cuidado.
Which is the only warning you get before you are caught up in the net. That was actually really well set up and very sturdy, just unfortunately did not go off when it was supposed to.
Oh,
Your trap works, Mila. He won't struggle or try to cut the net. No sense in damaging it.
So if
can I mage hand that off?
you can help with mage
Okay.
hand. I'm not going to say there's a DC to get it off because you're not in combat, you're not rushing. You have time to untangle
Roll a
yourself.
1.
Exactly. It's not terrible.
No.
Slightly
Mila,
below
if
average.
you would like to try a second time to set this trap, you may. The DC is a little bit higher because some of the natural formations that you were using got snapped off a bit. As
Zen
you
will
were-
help.
Can I get advantage?
You
from
may
that?
roll with
Have
advantage,
guidance again.
and you may have guidance again. Go for it. Help each other, please.
All the things.
All the things.
Don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 1.
I'll use mage hand to like hold like the finger on the tying the bow kind of thing.
Nice.
Perfect.
Because the mage hand can just disappear
Did that
when
go
it's ready to
through?
be done.
Nope.
I don't see anything yet.
It's been slow for me too.
I mean, that would be ungodly slow. There's the D4.
Got that.
Hey!
Hey,
Oh,
nice.
You don't need to roll again. You're good.
Okay.
you
No,
are
I see
golden.
that. I just don't know why. It's okay. No.
It's a natural 20.
Lovely,
Yes,
lovely.
I saw that.
natural. So for a
Yeah.
25 total with guidance, where you also rolled a 4 again. Mila, you look at this, and as your friend, well, your companions are helping you, and you're gifted another moment of clarity from your new friend. You begin to go, you know what? I did not secure the points correctly. And you start to see, oh, actually, there's these really great sections that I should have been using. And you expertly hook it all up. You even tie it in with Zen's signal lines so that anything that sets off the signal lines is then also going to subsequently set off the trap. So you guys have set up a brilliant little safety spot. It does mean that you guys are like in the cave for the night. To have hidden it this well, there is a very real danger of accidentally triggering it yourselves if you try to go out. But yeah, you all settle in. Is there anything anyone would do before you all would go to sleep?
Tressa will carefully look over her armor and all of her possessions and cast mending on anything that is, and she like kind of eyeballs Mila's stuff, which she probably would have been doing for a while. So whatever level of comfort Mila has of Tressa looking over her stuff to fix it up.
If this was something that Mila saw you doing on a regular basis during our travels, I would imagine every night she just takes off her armor and hands it to you.
It probably took her a week or two to start thinking, probably after we got rid of a certain number of companions who needed our eyes on them.
Fair. That's fair. We were sleeping in our armor.
It has then become a habit since then.
All right.
If somebody can take the first 4 hours watch, I'll take the remainder.
Sure.
Typically, you got it? I didn't. I just don't trust my eyes.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
We are currently a team, so we can all pitch in, and I will take it.
I have narcolepsy, so I am not the greatest.
That's
I'm already out.
Good to know.
quite unfortunate.
I'll assist one of you.
Receptionist muy mal.
If Satali's already asleep, I'll pull out and eat a couple goldfish. Would anybody like one?
You take your first watch.
Mhm.
In this case, everything is quiet. Nothing comes even really near where you're at. Second watch comes. You are in a fairly safe area, though. I would say, Zen, this feels very normal. You guys get up the next morning, and you have another leg of travel to do. Nominate, who's rolling a d20, cannot be Katrin.
That's for fish.
Yes. You're getting a lot of fish. I'm starting to
I know. I
regret that.
rolled really well.
Yes,
I
you
rolled
did.
a 10 and an 8.
Yes,
so
we
far.
did.
I volunteer to Tully.
Oh,
Yay.
Tribute. Go for it. Oh, you gotta tell me evens or odds first. If
Odds.
Oh.
You said odds?
I said odds.
You did say odds.
He did.
did.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll a second d20 for me, please.
Hey, you got the odds this time. The damage is done.
Mm-hmm.
So as we wake up that morning, I'm assuming we'll do like the whole breakfast ritual thing, obviously, before we leave. And be like, that last night the trap and everything was genius, but we'll start to use I can use a spell to help with that from now on.
That would be appreciated. What kind of spell?
It's just a little trick that if anyone crosses the boundaries that I set up, it'll set off an alarm of sorts.
I like it.
As we're heading out, Mila kind of hangs back with Tressa and just goes, "They're not that bad."
Zen and Tetran are proving quite useful. I don't want to underestimate Satalic. It's, I've not seen anything detrimental about him, other than bit wary of traveling with a child.
But maybe there is more than meets the eye.
I don't want to, like I said, underestimate. Yeah, he could surprise us. It's all right so far. Are you comfortable with these men?
I mean, I am not going to jump any of them, but yes.
No, it's in general, they're not your favorite people.
I know they exist. It's,
I'm not gonna shank any of them.
they seem much more useful than I was told they would be, so it's vast improvement. Really.
They do have their uses on occasion, yes.
Just imagine us up front just moving along.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I just walk there.
All right.
Yes.
So I gotta roll. Okay. You guys are heading along. Your path is fairly easy, fairly straight. Though there are dips and curves, little hidden areas where you cannot hear. Those of you with that usual capability have gathered a few things to add to the pile for everyone to share that evening. Generally small things. But as you go, you do have your first hiccup. And what I'm going to do for this one, just because of how the dice fell out and we are still figuring out. Oh, can I grab everybody? It's going to let me do that? It's not. Okay.
Oh,
If everybody could go straight forward. Yep, keep going. And then Zen, head your right a little bit. Yep. Tatrin, you're exactly where I want you. Zen, go ahead and come down one more with Tatrin. Yeah, there you go. And everyone else group up with them. Go ahead and put yourselves in whatever your marching order traditionally would be.
How do we go vertical and
Hold control.
aha?
So I would imagine that I'm probably towards the front, but as I said, I am not the best on lookout, so I'd probably want.
Then I'll be with you.
I would be too.
But one of us, somebody should bring up the rear.
Okay.
And I'm definitely with Mila. Is that with this collar? Oh, I'm very high.
Zen tends to prefer scouting up front, well ahead of the group.
How far would you consider well ahead of the group?
Line of sight, but not much closer than edge of line of sight.
That's
Depending on the parameters of how hard it is to see in the water, so he adjusts as needed.
Here's the thing. You're in bright waters, so you could see potentially for a couple hundred feet before your vision starts to be obscured. Are you a couple hundred feet from your companions? Because that is going to make a very big difference in what happens next. Tell me a foot distance how far you want to be away from your companions, and we'll set it up on the map.
40 feet.
40 feet, okay. Everyone else can stay clustered with Mila being point. Go ahead and put yourself 40 feet in front of her.
How do I get up?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how to measure. Oh, it's down here.
I'm trying to remember how to do everything.
Right there. Can you see my measuring or not?
Oh, it's
I
telling
can
me
see
tile.
it.
How do I change the measurement?
Okay, I don't think you can. So each tile's 5.
So 8.
It's basically like the squares on the map. So you want to go 8 squares. Which is about where you're at, actually.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah. I'm willing to accept that. Okay.
Pythagoras makes it weird, man.
Once you have the measuring tool open, how do you?
You got to click a spot, so your
Oh,
starting
then-
location, and then drag out.
Got it.
Okay. So is everybody where they are going to be?
Ish. Sure.
Yes.
Trying
Okay.
to point my character the other way, but it's not working.
It's
Alt.
hard.
Hold down Alt and then rotate.
Yeah, moving them is really janky on whether or not it points you in the direction you want to go.
Well, flying
For the-
specifically makes it wonky.
Yeah. Well, even when you're not flying and you pick up the mini, sometimes you'll like move it back a little bit and it'll completely 180. You're like, no,
yeah.
I just wanted to scoot. Anyway, small complaints. You are up there, and even though your passive is not bad, there were 2 creatures that you did not spot in time. That is a natural 20 and a 14 on the 14 total. Do not believe does the 14 hit you?
You mean as far as DC
Yes.
or AC?
AC.
Yeah, it meets it.
Okay, so you're going to take 2 hits, and one of them is a natural 20. Okay, let's roll.
We are level
see.
2, so
Yes.
You know, we madre.
please don't one-shot me in the first combat.
Yes.
Yeah. Ask Mila how that went.
Yeah.
Ay, Dios mío.
And it won't be the first death saving throw of the campaign.
I'm just saying. Okay. Yeah, it'll be 10, 14, 15, 16, 17 piercing damage as 2 heads peek up and 2 like long thin darts strike into you from these unseen assailants, and everyone may go ahead and do I have it up? I had the tracker clicked. Hang on.
How much damage did you say again?
14 piercing.
Or you said 17, Pierce.
You said
17? Oh, sorry. It was 14 on the die and then 3 added for all the bonuses. 17 total.
So I don't have Uncanny Dodge yet, so that means I take all 17, which means I am down.
Wow.
Shit.
Oh.
Question for you. Do we need to, if I roll from the app, do I need to have clicked on my character?
Do you mean roll in Tailspire or roll in Roll20?
Me.
Roll 20. Are we rolling in Tailspire?
No, we're rolling in Roll20.
She just
I
doesn't-
think, yeah, click. Oh, because I don't have minis out for you.
I mean, I can drag it, but I was just, because I was going to roll from, I've been trying to use the app, so I don't have to keep going back to roll 20. I'm going to try it from the app, and we'll find out. How about that?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm imagining I'll have to add a lot of people anyways. I just want to get the monsters where you guys are going to be able to see them so you know what is happening, because now that they've attacked, they will be revealed.
Then are you? Oh, he's not okay.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. I was just about to say you should make yourself lie down.
Oh,
I did.
well done.
Go ahead and you should still roll initiative to put you in the order of everything, because that does matter. And let me roll for our 2 assailants. Okay.
Wait. How far are you from me?
40 feet.
40 feet.
Unless this
one
is
on
a
my
reaction, it's got to wait for your turn anyways.
No, it is though.
Okay, well, go ahead. I'm gonna get
New
this
character.
set up.
Who dis? Hold on. I apparently didn't put the description of what it does, but I'm pretty sure that this will allow me to do this. If not, then I'm really sorry, but I am trying.
Nice roll.
Damn it.
Ollie.
30 feet. It's within 30 feet of me.
Aw,
Well, that's your
I'm
range.
sorry.
You can go now.
Hey, this is part of the learning curve. Okay, so we have Zen is in there, Satali's in there, Tatrin's in there, Tressa's in there, Mila is not. What did Mila roll? A5. Okay.
5.
Come on. Wait, am I missing something? Why aren't you doing the thing? Okay, but I still need... Suddenly turn order's not letting me add anything.
That's
what we
no
needed.
brainer.
Yeah, okay, you go after Tatrin. We're going to try to remember that.
We're on it.
Okay. Satali,
Um,
you are swimming with your buddies, and all of a sudden, the guy up front who's been doing a fantastic job of leading you all suddenly gets chunk, chunk, and is now like floating, and there is a significant amount of blood in the water.
Uh-oh. I will... Huh. I will, as a... Is that bonus action? It is. As a bonus action, I see my friend drop to... Or, not drop to the ground, start floating. And a bunch of blood appears around him. And my eyes, like, bulge. And I will close my eyes. And the patterns on my skin begin to swirl around and kind of form like a cup star sign. I'm going to do the bonus action chalice starry form. And
That's awesome.
We haven't set those
Yeah.
up in Tailspires, so you just gonna have to...
Theater of the
your
mind.
imagination.
Yeah. Future goals, guys. Future goals.
Stupid bush. I'm gonna try to get to him.
What is your movement?
30 swim.
Okay, so you can go 6 tiles.
Fuck. Why does it have to be a touch spell? Do I see these creatures at all?
So the creatures, I don't know how to do a ping yet, but if you go straight
I see
in
it.
front of, yeah.
Okay. I will cast guiding bolt at one of them. I can't ping, so
No, which left or right from your perspective?
right.
Got it.
I will cast a guiding bolt.
Mhm.
Doing that.
Oh yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
What does your guiding bolt look like?
My guiding bolt. I have a couple star-shaped spots on my hands, and I just put my hands out, and one of them shoots out and looks like a shooting star. Not that any
shooting-
of these people would know what a shooting star looks like, but
Technically, Tatrin does.
oh yeah, true.
Your shooting star leaps forward. The aim is true, straight in the chest, and that glitter effect of the star bursting forth and sort of engulfing this form. For a second, you're like, yes, someone will be able to hit it, and then the entire form crumbles as the blast was so strong it felled your opponent in one swoop.
Nice.
Very
good, Satali.
Not bad.
He looks at the hand like, oh, okay, cool. And that's it for me. Just trying to get to heal you, but I can't get to you.
I appreciate the effort.
That brings us to the bad guys, one of whom has been quite successfully knocked down. The other one looks and sees Talik, who just scored a hit and destroyed his companion. He's going to take a shot at you. That is a 14 to hit.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, AC 15.
Starry form. Okay.
Nice.
You just managed to like deflect it off to the side, and it does not touch you. However, seeing this rather dire situation, your enemy is going to attempt to swim out of your line of sight and hide. And let me see. What? No, I'm trying to measure. You're not helping. Oh, I have the wrong one. That would be why.
Yes, there are differences.
There we go. Okay. So he's going to do come on. Drop down. What are you doing? Come on. It would help if I'm hitting the right button. That's the problem. He's going to drop down out of your sight and attempt to hide in some foliage. Does not manage it. You all are very aware of where he went. You can absolutely find him. If I mean, line of sight wise, I believe he broke line of sight for most of you. But you know whereabouts he is. You are not confused or deceived in any way. And that brings us to Tressa. What are you doing?
All right, I'm going to mumble an apology to Mel's and move 1, 5, 10, 15, 20.
As long as you're staying on the same level, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm going to panic, not entirely realize what I'm doing, and ask for help in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing I do with my bonus action is cast Healing Word. Did that? Oh.
Very nice.
Nice.
Zen, you come back to yourself, still in that cloud of blood, the spikes embedded in your chest, but you are once again conscious, and you feel yourself a bit stronger than you were when you abruptly closed your eyes for some reason. Continue.
And then with my action, I should be in range. I'm not mathing great with the dials. So check the range on Toll. Okay, so Toll the Dead is 60 feet, so I should be within 60 feet. So I'm going to stare daggers of death at this person that is attacking us.
Mm-hmm.
Who has not been hit yet, correct?
No, they have not taken any hits.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So that's a...
Oh, got it. Wisdom. That might be a... Oh, nope, that's a fail.
So shadows seem to stretch between me and him.
Mm-hmm.
6 damage, nice.
Very nice. All right.
And that's my turn.
Definitely felt that. Patron, you are up. What you doing?
Yes. Oh, okay. So first he's going to... He's going to swim upward vertically to regain line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
Because from where he was, he wouldn't have been able to necessarily see the guy. But he knows where he's at because everybody pointed him out. And then he's going to swim forward his other 3 tiles. And seeing this guy, he's going to outstretch one of his hands and do a series. Let me just double check this. Yep, so he's going to do a series of motions with his hand, mumble some words that y'all don't understand, and bolts of energy are going to fly towards this guy. I'm going to cast Magic Missile at him.
Oh, go for it.
8 force damage from all 3 of the missiles.
These 3. And what color are your magic darts?
They are, we'll go with like a purple color, like a nice...
Oh, very nice. Pretty gleaming, flying through the water at rapid pace and almost detonating into the form of your other assailant. No blood arises from the wounds, but the form falls limp and begins to float down to the floor.
God, I
There
hate
will-
bandits.
And I would say that is looking around that you know that is exactly what this is. So you have 2 dead bodies. I'm gonna go ahead and drop them to the bottom of the ocean floor. You guys don't have to move yourself over to them if you want, but if you want to, you can.
Okay. As soon as we're cleared combat, he wants to go and to Zen and do whatever's necessary to staunch any bleeding.
Does anybody have any?
Yes, I bought
Oh.
several before we left.
Mr. Prepared guy bought a
What is your total hit points, Zen?
14.
Okay, you were healed 7, so you are still emitting slowly 7 points worth of bleeding damage. And actually, somewhat high or low?
Nope.
Okay.
I thought you said no. We refuse.
Yeah.
There is blood in the water. You do not see anything yet.
Okay. So I will use... knowing how blood sponge works. One of them will only give me 5.
Yes, but I think you would know just like roughly 5 is where it starts to begin to... 5 out in the water is usually where it starts to become a problem, and then every category of 5 above that is an additional problem.
Okay, so he would then only be 2, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. That's what I was kind of trying to figure out with this.
Because it's not it's the kind of thing where like you paper cut.
Yep. Cut an artery, it's bad.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
So he'll immediately swim over. Extract the apologies, and he'll extract the 2 darts that are in him, and then use the piece of blood sponge in, essentially 2 pieces of the same one to plug the 2 little holes to start absorbing the blood, and then say you might not want to be there in that spot for terribly long, and then swim over to the bandits.
Agreed.
For those of you who have not seen blood sponge in use before, this sponge, which is something that all of you are familiar with in some capacity, is it's a very common type of creature in the ocean, is laid upon the wound, and it almost seems to like flatten itself onto wherever the cut is and seal over it, And even as it's flattening, it's drawing the blood out of the water and from the wound into itself. And what started as sort of a neutral, maybe a yellow or brownish bit of sponge is now this dark red overlay where this wound was. I would say there's probably like a tiny little bit of leakage that continues, but it's so small that unless you are like really looking for it, you're not going to notice it, and it should stop on its own fairly quickly.
I can help a bit with that. I'll reach for some kelp and some things in the area, and I'll bandage it up a little bit.
I mean that does help. In this case, it's more for the aesthetic than anything else.
Zen would also likely be familiar with this kind of predicament and have also been doing things to address the problem himself.
You do know that even though you have addressed the immediate wound, there was a large amount that went out, and you did not like capture all of that. Again, you don't see anything. Lingering, however long you want to linger is up to you. What would you like to do?
And I'm going to quickly search the one that hit me hardest.
And I will check the other.
Go ahead and give me 2 investigation checks.
I will help whoever is closest to me.
I will give them a moment of clarity.
So
Okay.
D4s for both of you.
Damn, Zen. You're killing me here.
Just
This is
when
my
I
job, man. This is my job.
I mean, look at I have a higher modifier than you do.
What can I tell you?
All right, 19 and
I
27.
gotta get something for
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, he
You
rolled
did-
a
you did fall
19
down.
on the die.
I know, that's pretty wicked.
Okay, so the 27. You were looking, and this is just an individual down here who has clearly fallen on hard times. There is not a lot on this person that is worth gathering. I will say you find it's almost like a brand on their arm. This is someone who was part of a community and was caught doing something against the community and was cast out for that reason. You, even with that stellar investigation, you don't know what it was. Like, it's not like it tells you the story. So whether or not they deserved this fate, it's hard to say. But, you know, Wixa has also provided you with, let's say, 7 sand dollars and 7 coral pieces, out of an inner lining of a pocket that you managed to find, which is probably all the wealth this individual had.
So coral is copper.
Yes.
Okay. 7 copper, 7 silver.
Yes. And you find 4 more of these long, like, spike weapons. They look like they've been carved out of bone. Just the ocean equivalent of a light crossbow. But you only have 4 of them left to shoot with if you want those.
So 2
And then
that I picked up
probably-
off of them, plus 2 that I pulled out of myself.
Give me a d20 roll and call evens or odds.
Evens.
Okay. Yes, you may have all 6.
Hey.
And probably a bone dagger. There's not a ton on this individual, and probably nothing that you would want to take in terms of like decoration or anything. The second individual, you give them a thorough search. They have 2 of those spikes left
Okay.
on their person. And we'll say 6 coral and 3 silver sand dollars.
Okay.
Tucked away. And a kelp woven bag that's been stuffed full of poorly dried, cured seaweed for travel rations.
Ugh. Can I dump those and just keep the bag?
Yeah, sure. You can have a tiny little seaweed pouch. That's fine.
All right, so I do that, and then I just the 2 little bone weapon things. I'll just look at Zen and just be like, "Here," and give those to him.
Thank you.
I suggest we don't stay here much longer.
Agreed. We should depart quickly.
Just a moment, and Tressa will go over, and she's dealt with dead body on the ocean floor before, and she's done that before, but she's never really blessed anything before. So she makes an imitation of a gesture she's seen Mila do, and then joins the group.
Oddly enough, there is, as the holy person in the group, Mila does nothing as far as rites go for these bodies. It is very much to the sea you shall return. But as we are leaving, I will just very much not in front of the group, very much not making a big deal of it, kind of catch Zen and just say, not to put salt on the proverbial wound. And she lightly touches you. And how much health were you down? You are now full.
2 hit points.
Yeah, how many healers are in this group?
Thank you.
And then she says,
Please don't trust me.
if possible, when you are scouting ahead, stay just a little bit closer, and I can try to be of more aid.
I can do that. And Zen will stay 30 feet instead of 40.
3 feet. We're learning, guys. Ability matter. Level 2.
I was so excited. I was like, oh, I get to use this so soon. And then
Oh, it'll happen again pretty soon, I'm sure.
You guys may go ahead. Do you want to shift to the other end of the map for variety, or do you want to go back to your original starting spot?
I mean, where we're at.
How much longer is the map? I mean,
It goes down a little bit, and that's it. There's not much more.
We'll stay here.
Okay. Oh, did I find another person that I accidentally pulled out on the map and didn't mean to? I think I did. All right. Clean that up in a minute. Anyways. Yeah, go ahead and scoot yourselves down to the end and hang out there. You guys continue on your travels. And it's a quiet rest of the day, which feels nice. And luckily this time you don't have to worry about your evening accommodations. Even with the extra time that coming up and down from your place, your elevation in the ocean caused, you arrived in plenty of time to actually rest with the group that you were hooking up with. They provide guards for the evening. You are able to just enjoy your quiet night's rest. Then you would know you need to leave those on until the morning to be sure they have fully sealed over before. And you don't have to remove them. You can just leave them, and they will flake off on their own once the flesh beneath is whole.
Nifty.
All right.
That was a fun little spot that we got into.
It
Sorry,
was.
Zen. Not for you, maybe so much.
I mean, that's the scout's job and risk. Nobody else in the group got hurt.
Now you're all right now.
I blew one up with my hand.
But Satali, that was very fascinating to watch.
I think
That
that
was
deserves
great
some
to know.
goldfish if anybody has any.
You know what?
I don't have any goldfish, but I can give you some rations.
I think you're right, and I'll pull out the net and put 8 goldfish into the little kelp pouch and hand him the kelp pouch.
I take both your rations and your goldfish and scuttle away.
Well deserved.
Interessante.
Impressive.
I was not expecting that from him,
Nor was
I don't
I.
You did well.
but it was very fascinating to watch.
All right. You guys now have another 8 or 9 days of travel with this group. In this case, you're actually traveling along, funnily enough, the bottom of the ocean, as the group that you're traveling with is using more traditional means. They have constructed these almost like pods, a seed pod, if you will, with a narrow point at the front, and then it sort of grows towards the back. But it's so light. Whatever it's constructed of has a natural buoyancy to it. And they are sort of moving it themselves as everyone takes turns. And it's more about they all gather inside of it at night to rest, but everyone travels outside of it during the day, except those who require rest or are injured in some way. They are very proficient at what they do. You guys feel very safe and comfortable here. They have things taken care of. They do have someone in the group who has sort of like some interesting things that they do cooking wise that some of you maybe haven't seen before, where they actually take like several shrimp and then use the shape water ability to sort of spin a globe of water between their hands to trap the shrimp in them. And then another comes up and sort of holds their hand underneath it and produces heat from their hand. And you know, heat traditionally doesn't do very well under the ocean. You know, the oppressive cold here just sort of sucks the life out of it. But in this small concentrated space, the heat seems to sort of like change and affect the shrimp somehow. They change color, they plump up a little bit. And then even in that spinning orb, which the person with shape water is continuing to keep going between their hands, someone else kind of leans in and throws in a couple of like plants to join into the funnel with the heat going underneath. And then when it's done and you're ready to eat, you have 2 options. One of which is they just sort of like release it towards your face and you just sort of suck it up out of the water, which, to be fair, is the way you eat a lot of your meals. So yeah, not abnormal at all. Or the other way, in which is you have a container that's more or less watertight, if you will, that they then sort of like put over it real quick and capture most of it in there, and you can kind of sip on it slowly from that method. But you do tend to have more leakage, and the heat leaves very quickly. So if you want it hot, you need to eat it the other way. Yeah, many of you have not seen anything like that before.
Zen will partake of the first method.
Yes, I will take your number 1 as well.
Yeah, sounds fascinating. I'll do it.
And Satali and Tatrin, I think something that would be very apparent to either of you is that your sense of smell does not operate the same when you're underwater. In fact, in many ways, you don't have a sense of smell. You just have sort of this sense of occasionally the water that you're in, something will change. Like when there's blood, there's suddenly like the taste of iron on your tongue. And when the currents shift, the mineral feel sort of changes a little bit in your mouth. But in this case, there's almost a sense of scent, because the little wisps of soup, if you will, that get lost sort of drift out amongst the group, and it's very reminiscent of the feeling of being in a place and smelling dinner cooking in the distance, which is not something that you really get down here. Completely foreign to everyone else in the group.
Gotcha.
They're good hunters.
Nice.
They do have a sense of smell, though.
That's awesome.
I mean, yes, but when you're in the water, it's a little different. Yeah. So you guys have your 8 or 9 days of travel. Is there anything you would like to do during this time?
Yes.
What would you like to do?
At one point during one of the evenings, I will take the time and set up the ritual to summon a familiar.
And what does your familiar look like?
It is going to be a little octopus.
Okay. Do you have the component cost?
Let me see. I should. Let me double check what that is.
I'm not worried about you having the items. I would imagine, given how much you prepared for this journey, that you would have it on hand, but I will need you to deduct the gold cost from your
Done.
purse. Got it.
And as long as I don't change his shape, I don't have to pay that again, right?
No.
Right. Okay.
So you
Right.
have a little octobuddy.
Yep.
What does your octobuddy look like? Describe this little friend.
So I would say it's not huge, like small enough that it could rest on somebody's shoulder fairly inconspicuous.
I would
Yeah.
say this would be the largest you could get with
You'd
the
probably
Find
be a little
Familiar
taller
spell.
than that.
That's fine.
But his coloration and patterning typically is almost a mimic of mine, with
Mhm.
the blues and the purples, but he also has the ability to, kind of camouflage in with other colors. Like if he goes and sits on someone else, he kind of blend with them a little bit.
Nice.
So that is now, and for the most part, he'll chill on me unless we're moving, and then he'll be out and about, acting as eyes and ears.
What's their name?
Oh goodness, that's a great question.
I mean, you got a buddy now. What you call him?
Yeah, you're right. Hold please, I'll get back to you in a second on that one.
Ocho.
That's adorable.
Fun fact: I can totally make that in Hero Forge.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
She can be taught.
All right, let's see. Cephalopods in pop culture.
Ursula.
Often not. Inky, Blinky, Pinky.
Winky. Slinky.
Balto.
Balto.
Yeah, part of me wants to say Cthulhu, but that's too on the nose.
Flapjack.
Flapjack, I just saw that one.
CT.
William Fancyson.
Thule.
Uh,
Short version of Cthulhu. Thule.
why do you have to call me out like this? I should have thought about this beforehand.
Called you out. You made a little friend to come with you.
I know, right?
Our youngest would call it Octoct. Or Squibby. Octobocto. Quick, quick,
Don't worry.
rearrange it.
Is it Octobocto?
We call him Blooper.
I don't know that I can actually do that just in case.
Oh yeah,
Ain't
licensing.
doodle-doo.
I can't do Inkling either. Ah, Lord.
Okay.
Foggy
Can't
is
do that one
judging.
either.
Foggy is judging you so hard right now.
He doesn't look
An
very
emotional support familiar. He wouldn't judge.
The Ocho.
That's a joke.
The
Hold
good
on,
one.
let me hear this. Pulpo.
And what does that mean?
It's Spanish for octopus.
Nice.
Type that in chat.
So is that one
I'm
of
guessing
those?
ULPO. Is that
Pulpo.
Just
Pulpo.
check
Is that what I said?
Oh crap!
Oh.
Too many. I put it in roll 20.
I see it.
Oh,
So did
Oh,
you come up with this
pulpo.
name, or
That's what I said when it. Pulpo.
yeah?
Oh, you said that? I didn't hear it.
No. No, she's saying
I-
how'd you get the name?
Oh,
I meant explaining
nope.
it.
I got it. I'm done. This is the last one.
Oh, he's changing it.
Taco.
Yeah.
Got
like
it. Got it. Little taco.
Yep.
Nice. I like it more.
Okay.
Mhm.
Taco.
All right. Well, Taco joins the merry band.
Yep.
Is
Not
there
our name.
anything anyone else wants to do before you guys embark on the next leg of your journey?
some light mending.
You get some notice for your vigilant mending from some of the people that you're traveling with. That's quite handy. Do you? I mean, you're technically our guest, so we don't want to ask you to do anything because this is kind of your rest time. But would you like to do a little for us? I mean, we would compensate you.
Compensation would be very kind indeed. What do you need fixed?
And in a group this large that's moving as often as they do, it's just sort of the normal wear and tear. It's going to be more in terms of their belongings and even the clothing, what clothing they wear, what things they use every day. And so what price would you negotiate for your services? How much would you ask?
I don't know what would I think is fair. I'm not.
Here's the thing. Tress is not super experienced with money. But you do have buddies who know more than you do.
There was. It's true. Smells. What does work go for?
Would I know what a reasonable?
I mean, probably not.
Okay, I didn't think so.
She doesn't ask anybody else.
So you two have this discussion.
Just deer in headlights. I live in a temple. Lo siento. Maybe ask. They seem very of the world.
She won't ask. She'll ask. What are you offering?
Oh, well, say 2 coral pieces a day, just to, just a few things, that we'd really like taken care of, if you don't mind.
3.
Make a persuasion check. She kind of squints at you a little bit and then goes, okay, 3. All right. And you can mark down 4 days of getting 3 copper pieces each day for doing some basic mending of some things that are just kind of annoying to repair or replace given their lifestyle.
Okay.
All right.
For gold, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, can Zen also help out?
Do you have mending?
Not mending, but ask if there's anything they could assist with or could use assistance with. He does have sleight of hand, so that could be used for mending nets and whatnot.
I mean, yes. You're not the kind of things that they are doing. It's more about the traveling from place to place. This is probably the closest to like a short trip traveling merchant that you would kind of get. So this group has goods in their giant seed pod that they're moving along, that they're planning on trading as they get to the next thing. But they, compared to what you used to do, it's a very small loop that they cover, but is still a couple months travel for what they do.
Yeah.
Because of that, and because of that, constant movement and everything, there are things that are annoying to get mended. But in terms of like the guard rotation, they've got that set. In terms of like hunting and stuff, they have their routine. They bought their supplies months ago. If you wanted to say like, oh, I want to go hunt something as like a gift and thanks for them or something, we could play through that. But they don't have any specific requests.
Okay.
They just don't have anybody who's very good at or who's particularly known for doing some smaller bits of mending that have now been magically handled.
Well,
We don't
that
have to
answers-
RP it, but anything extra that he catches while hunting, he'll give to the
So
merchants.
are you going actively hunting? Because the basic gathering that you guys do, like when you travel through an area, is sort of like, oh, I found the equivalent of a couple of apples and nuts as we were passing through, or maybe caught a stray rabbit. In terms of the amount that you're getting, if you're going hunting, that's different.
If it's 8 days, he'll do it at least once and get a proper large.
You gonna try and get a proper large? All right, let's
Yep.
see if you get a proper large.
Oh, can I go with you?
Are you proficient?
In hunting?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hunting,
I mean,
hiding.
my entire religion is based off of hunting, so I hope so.
You were quite comfortable with hunting bigger creatures. Again, level 2, but sure, yeah, basic hunting, not a problem for you.
Okay. You didn't express any of this yet, so. Sure.
I can totally see Zen being completely skeptical as soon as she's like, "Can I join?" I'm like,
Yeah, he's like, don't know about that.
Sure,
Hunt, bro.
sure, pumpkin, you can come with."
Is then the gatekeeper apparently.
Ooh. Okay. You guys head out. We're just gonna theater of the mind this. And it's more of just seeing, can you find something, and then can you take it out fast enough that nothing else does before you. So the 2 rolls that I would like up front is I would like a perception check, and if you're trying to attack from stealth, I would like stealth checks.
Yep.
I have regrets.
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
All right. If I knew that we were going to be sneaky, I would have at least taken off the armor.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Okay, there you go.
You're going hunting, not fighting bandits.
No,
I believe in you.
no, that's not going through.
Come on. you
Or
can
it's
do
going to go through in like a half hour.
Of course it is.
All right, you need another monitor, babe.
Well, didn't
You
matter.
what now?
I heard a pop, but it's not come up on mine yet.
It's 5.
It's a 5.
Don't
What's your
forget your
perception check?
Yeah, I can hunt. Clunk, 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 clunk.
It's like I just imagine like
Nope, that was
swimming along
performance,
and
not perception.
just
Can I
scraping.
keep that roll though and just
Is
make
it
it
a,
a
is it a +3?
no, it's a +1?
No.
The roll didn't change.
Hey,
There
you go. Even
you
better.
go. Okay. Zen, you are used to moving through the shadows and obscuring your body in color and light in a way that you just fade from sight. And for half a second there, Mila's like, he left me. Dude just freaking
Mila-
left me. What?
Mila's probably the first one to notice his skin actually like, changing color to match the environment that he's in.
You manage to catch like a glimpse of him as he pauses to make sure that you're still with him, and you're like, oh, no, I'm still here.
That's very different.
Yeah. Zen, she is not as, that's not her strength. Okay.
Hence
But
the
you're looking.
hesitation.
But you're looking. And not that long after you spot, are we saying like a large fish, a big old tuna, something?
Yeah.
Okay. After you spot the shoal moving through, she spots it only a moment after you. So, hopefully this goes well. Do you close quickly, or are you attacking from a very far distance? What you gonna do here? What's the plan?
Gonna break out his longbow.
Okay. Mila, you're proficient in a lot of weapons. I'm not sure you've ever seen one of these before, even like be used. And so long before you get to your Corey, he like pauses and is like doing something weird. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
It's not supposed to have all that text in the chat.
That's
Why do you
okay.
have all that text in the chat?
Ignore the writings.
Ignore
Please
the
do.
right.
It's secret info.
Well, a 14 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Wow, he is rolling damage. What are the rules on like javelins? Because I am proficient and I do have them.
Yes. I would say the problem is that I'm assuming you were like 120 to 130 feet away from your quarry, Zen.
That sounds right.
Yeah. So you probably could not. Like you would have to move quite a distance to try and.
Javelin.
Yeah. Because I think their range is 30, 60.
Yes, I believe you are correct.
Cute raccoons. Zen, do you feel
No.
like
3120.
Oh, 3120. If you want to try and hit with disadvantage at this range, you go right ahead.
Why
Go
not?
for it.
I don't know how to do that on this, so I'm just gonna.
You can't embarrass yourself any more than
just
you already
roll
have.
Stupid.
Oh, weird. You're throwing punches over here.
I was going to try. There it is. Okay. Probably.
That does hit. I mean, it's a fish.
Fish.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll damage. Okay. Zen, would you have gone for a very large one, a large one, or a medium one.
Enough to feed the convoy,
The whole convoy in one fish.
if possible.
So
Two
very
medium,
large.
if that's reasonable. Otherwise,
Mhm.
very large, yes.
If you're trying to feed everybody with one fish, we are looking at a very large fish.
Then probably a couple of medium or large, if that's an option.
Tell me what you're. You
Let's
can.
Let's go big. Go big or go
Okay.
home.
Okay. You strike with your bow. It's a solid hit, but not enough to fully take out this fish. But before it can start darting away, a javelin actually surprisingly streaks through and catches it from the other side. You are 120 feet away. The fish is badly wounded and is not going to be able to escape. One of the javelin in particular actually pierced through a fin, so it's like trying to swim and sort of going in a circle because it can't fully control its body anymore. What would you like to do?
Take another shot.
Go ahead. That's a miss.
Yep, that's a definitive miss.
That's a definitive miss.
I'm
What
not
are you?
actually sure. I'm guessing starting equipment would just be one, right?
I'll say you have like 3, so you can go ahead.
Okay.
And, go ahead.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, go for it.
Better to try.
Mm-hmm.
Are you proficient in hunting? Proceeds
Oh,
to
yeah.
waste.
Hold on
Oh,
a minute.
nice
Hold on a
roll
moment.
damage.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. You managed to catch it with a second javelin as your companion's bow shot goes wide, streaking through the remainder of the shoal and actually scattering several of them out, dismissing any possibility of hunting any more from this group. However, you do have one. It's not quite dead yet, but it's close enough that at this point, getting up to it and stabbing it once is going to be sufficient. It's not going anywhere.
Zen also puts some blood sponge on his forearm after the string of the bow
Bites back.
As it snaps, it hits his forearm and causes some damage to his arm.
Slices up the skin a bit.
Ew, there's repercussions for using your bow.
There might be.
So, I'm making assumptions this time. You quickly retrieve your prize before anything shows up to steal it from you.
Yes.
And quickly cart it back to the group.
And remind me, I know, because I know this, if I heal him, it does not, like, you still require the blood sponge to stop the bleeding.
No, if you heal the wound closes over.
Okay. Then I think I probably would have, like, tried to intercede and lay on
Even better.
hands before you wasted a blood sponge on that.
Thank you.
The biggest, usually, unless there is a creature right there immediately which could happen, but is more rare. It's more the whole after the initial blood comes into the water, there is a period of time after that in which it could attract the attention of something. And the more blood there is, the more likely that is. Yeah, you guys make it back. You are definitely the heroes of the day. It is rare that they take the time to truly go hunting, as it were, for themselves. And the pair of you are definitely looked upon with favor by everyone.
Well done, you. Both of you.
Go team. You're a great hunting companion. I appreciate you coming with me.
I appreciate you saying that.
Well,
You have an uneventful rest of your journey. And then you are once again left on your own as you must traverse the next point where you are supposed to be meeting up with one of the current traveling mobile communities. That'll take you on the next leg. But I think we'll get to that day's journey the next time we're together.